Hey guys, so we're here in my hometown of Hayden, Alabama. We've got an old hymn called He Leadeth Me playing on the bells behind me at this small United Methodist church. And this town's got roughly about 1,300 people. And they've got $3 generals within the span of a few miles of each other, a Mexican restaurant, and a handful of gas stations. And I'm about to swap this out for a few weeks and travel all the way, roughly 7,000 miles to the other side of the planet, to a place that is the exact opposite of here. And so sit back and enjoy the video as we travel to Shiraz, Iran. So we're here in the Sharjah airport. I'm with Jeff, who is also going with me to Iran on this road trip across the western part of the country. I'm pretty stoked. I know in a lot of the YouTube videos you see people are afraid of going to Iran, but I would say after all the other countries we've been to, I'm not afraid at all. And Jeff is getting his final Facebook post in before he heads out.
And hoping to be alive at the other end.
So we finally made it to our flight, about to take off to Shiraz, Iran, with Jeff next to me. We got an empty middle seat, and the airplane that we're on is actually really nice and really clean. And Jeff wants to make sure that we look at the safety instructions.
Airbus 320.
Airbus 320 is what we're on. You can see here over half our flight was empty from Sharjah and Dubai to Shiraz. First time I've ever been on a plane this empty. And here we are about to head through customs in Iran. So we just got out of the airport. We were pulled aside and they asked us a few questions about the countries we've been to and what our professions were, and they made our guide come in and pretty much walk with us out of the airport. And he's got to stay with us for the entirety of the trip. And we are not able to deviate from anywhere on our itinerary. We had to give the airport official all of the cities that we were visiting. So I believe this is only for Americans. So if you are not an American, you don't have to have the tour guide with you. You don't have to give them every city you're going to. And we are currently in Shiraz. And tomorrow we're going to go explore some Persian sites. And then we've got Jeff in the back. We hit the ground running as soon as we left the airport to explore Shiraz, and it had to be probably the best city for souvenirs in Iran. You'll hear them called handicrafts, but of all the cities we went to, if you want to get any type of souvenir in Iran for just good prices, Shiraz is the city to go to. And I personally love reproductions of historical items. I just held up the Cyrus cylinder here, and I ended up buying one of these for $6. So all the prices here are super reasonable. We've got the Gate of All Nations, some pillars from the palaces of the Achaemenid Empire, and just famous objects that have been found throughout Iran. We've got magnets. These are really awesome. And we've got plates here that are hand engraved, and they're images from the Achaemenid Empire. And again, these are super reasonable. I bought a really nice plate here for about $10. So nothing crazy expensive here, just a bunch of really cool souvenirs and really cool magnets that you can find. Later on in our trip, when we were in Tehran, I met another group of Americans that were told by their tour guide that if they wanted souvenirs, they needed to buy them in Tehran. If you're here, do not do that. I mean, I tried looking in Tehran. The prices were way more expensive, and they did not have as good of a selection. That group was coming to Shiraz later that week, and I told them, just wait, because when you go to the bazaar in Shiraz, you're going to have a greater selection. Here I am holding up the tomb of Cyrus, and then we've got an image of Cyrus here. It's the only image of him that's known to exist, and it's at Pasargade, which is where his tomb is located. But just tons of variety to choose from, really friendly vendors, and the prices are incredibly cheap. One thing Iran is really well known for are their Persian gardens, and there are several of these in Shiraz. We're going to see two here in this video, and these are really cool to visit, especially around sunset. It's the perfect time to interact with locals that are really friendly, and it's just a really pretty time of the day. I do want to note too that if you do go to Iran, just be prepared to be nickeled and dimed to death, because every single place you're going to go is going to have an entrance fee. If you do visit Shiraz, the tomb of Cyrus, Persepolis, and the necropolis of the Achaemenid kings are a must-see, and it was one of my favorite things that we saw in all of Iran. So this is it. This is the tomb of Cyrus the Great. So I'm here at the graveyard for the Persian kings. We've got their tombs behind me. So on this side, we've got Darius II. The next one's Artaxerxes. Then we've got Darius the Great right here. And then we've got Xerxes over here on the end with the scaffolding in front of us. And then lastly here, we have what is probably the most famous site in the entire country, Persepolis. And this is a must-see on everyone's list if you ever do visit Iran. It is one of a number of different capitals of the Achaemenid Empire, but it is the most famous, and it's also the most well-preserved of all of the different capitals that are in Iran. And here we are at the tomb of the prophet Daniel, and we're right across from the ancient site of Susa where the Book of Esther took place. And this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to visit Iran, and it's to see the location of biblical sites and the tombs of people mentioned in the Bible. And so just a really cool place for that. It's not a location that many people ever get to travel to in their lives. There are also a number of ziggurats in Iran that you can go and visit, and this one here is an ancient Elamite complex. Its name is Choga Zanbul, and it is, in my opinion, probably the best preserved ziggurat anywhere in the world. And these are really unique because there are very few located outside ancient Mesopotamia or modern-day Iraq. So I'm here in Shushtar with Jeff and Ihsan, and it was scorching hot today, 110 degrees, and now we are walking the streets of Shushtar, and if I find anything cool, I will make sure to show y'all.
I don't think you'll find anything cool. I meant that for sure.
Yes, he meant temperature-wise, not object-wise.
Oh, look at these chickens. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ihsan.
Oh my god.
Okay, check out these baby chicks. What the heck?
Can I see?
Have you ever seen a blue baby chick? And I'm gonna get pooped on, probably.
Very nice.
And now we're heading to the main market. If we can at least cross the street. I have no clue what you would use this for. Jeff got stopped because somebody wants to share their snacks with him. What'd you get, Jeff?
Do you want a piece?
I'm good, thank you, though.
It's very good. Do you want a piece?
Looks like a cookie or...
I want to take some later. Yeah, it's a cookie from this place, Shushtar.
It's very good.
kind of... What is this? It looks like a berry,
Mulberry.
maybe? Mulberry?
Two kind of mulberries.
Hi, my friend.
How are you?
Where you coming from?
America.
America?
Yeah.
New York, Los Angeles.
New York, Alabama.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, my brother. Thank you.
Hey. How are y'all?
My boy, thank you. What's your name?
Austin. People here are so friendly. Do what? Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
America.
American. You're welcome to my city, Shushtar.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
If you've ever been to Iran, you know that the number one meat in this country is lamb. And for me, I just can't stomach it. It's just the taste, it puts a bad flavor in my mouth. But everywhere you go, they've got lamb for sale, like right behind me. America.
USA.
Yes, USA. I was hungry before we came here, but now I have completely lost my appetite.
He said now we are friends.
My friend. Okay.
So we stopped here in Shushtar to grab something to eat and check out this restaurant. So in Iran, they pour water behind you when you leave. And what does it mean, Hassan?
It means that wish you safe travel and hope you come back soon.
Yes, so she's about to pour water behind us. And we are about to start our road trip to Lordan.
We want to go to the Zaros.
Zaros.
It's a beautiful place in the Zagros Mountains. It's so green and beautiful.
And
You
where are
also
we-
see some reliefs.
Where are we ending up tonight? Because it's
Tonight is Lordan. It's a
Yeah.
city between here and Isfahan.
so yeah, we're going to Lordan, starting in Shushtar, and can't forget the passports. So in Iran, they take your passports from you before you. Is that one mine? Yeah, this one's mine.
Exactly. You know, the most important things when you want to leave a hotel is just taking back your passport, because the hotels keep your passport. And if you forget, then you will.
Be in Iran for a very long time. There's
We
no
will never be
American-
allowed to leave if we
There's-
forget these bad boys.
There's no American embassy here. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. Okay,
Thank
you did
you.
it. I wanted also make me.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And now we are off to Lordan. We're gonna make a few stops, but it has been a fun time in Shushtar.
Gas in the tank, fast in the rear view. 2 lanes in a big sky clear view. No map, no, we don't know where we're going. We're just keeping these 4 tires rolling. Sunshine and the wind blowing in your hair. I don't care, baby, you can take me anywhere. Pedal down, hearts racing to 100. All we gotta do
So we stopped off under this tree at this beautiful river. The water is like a turquoise color almost, and we're sitting right here on the bank, and you can see all the fish swimming around underneath. So it is 6:32 and the sun is just about to set, and we have finally made it to the outskirts of Lordan.
Yeah, Lordan town. So there is a big spring in the middle of this town. Not lots of things to see. We just stay here at night because if you want to directly go to the Isfahan, it could be too much driving and you could get exhausted. So we'll stay a night here in Mahan Hotel. We will visit that spring in the middle of this town. We will eat in a Chelseaton restaurant. Then we go to the hotel for some resting to get fresh for tomorrow to see some important sites in Isfahan, World Heritage Site.
So we're here in Lordan, Iran. I think me and Jeff are the only two Americans who have probably ever visited this city. And we're at the top attraction site here in the city, this spring. And so you can see this gigantic mosque behind me, and we got the mountains and the spring right here. We're going to go on a walking tour here and check out some sites, and then we'll be heading to our hotel afterwards. I want to say I think we were on the road for at least probably like 10 hours a day. But this is the city center of Lordan.
And this wraps up our video. I'll be posting more of my trip in the upcoming weeks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below because it helps me continue making content just like this video.